deja vu in here.
No, right?
It's not every day you see your son playing his first NBA game.
I know I shouldn't be focused on this, but I still can't believe that Grandpa's not here right now. It just doesn't feel right.
It's okay to feel that way. I miss him too, but you know, Grandpa would kick you behind if he knew you let him distract you like that. You gotta put that on the back burner, huh?
Yeah, you're right.
Now listen to me, there are gonna be a lot of people in here tonight. But you and I both know what you've been working toward all these years.
Greatness.
I don't care about the hype. Most of the people talking, they don't even believe what they say half the time.
But me and you believe.
Man, what do we believe?
That I could be one of the best players to ever play this game.
Yes, sir. That starts tonight.
I'd like to wish you good luck in your first NBA game. Not that you need it or anything. We're all real excited to see what you do out there.
You get me ready for this since I was 6 years old, so I'm ready.
Okay, so that's why they say what they say about you, huh? Can't miss. A legend at 19. The next GOAT.
Yep, keep going.
Look, just don't try to prove it all at once, right? Look, you got the all-NBA upside, clearly. So you only need to show flashes right now.
Coach, I'm trying to show my full potential.
That's the competitor's mentality, and I get that. But just remember that it's a long process, MP. As long as you tap into what makes you great, we're all good. No one is expecting a fully formed MVP on day one.
Loud and clear, Coach.
Great. So go out there and have a little fun.
Hey, you know I will.
It's opening night, a special date on the NBA calendar. And tonight, we have an extra sweet treat, the debut of MP. Everyone excited to see him in action and get his career started. So impressive.
Statement indeed, BA. It was in enemy territory, but they controlled the game and took the
I'm here
crowd.
with MP, who has just set the record for the most three-pointers in a single game. MP, first of all, tremendous performance.
Thanks, Jamila.
Now, when did you realize that breaking this record might be a possibility?
I didn't think too much about it, but when I had 10, I think, my teammates started telling me to shoot. They wanted this record more than I did, to be honest. But, you know, it's a team game, so I'm going to do what my guys ask, within reason.
So what's next for you after a performance like this?
You know, same thing I always do. Get back in the gym, do some film work, rest and recovery. You know, come out ready for the next one.
Sounds good, MP. Thanks so much for your time.
Thank you.
Right here.
I do my best to get to everybody, but we're going to try to do this in an orderly fashion, all right? Why don't we start right over here?
Gary Carson, local news. MP, this was the most anticipated rookie debut since LeBron James. And even with all that hype, you blew away expectations. Your box score numbers jump off the page. You outperformed guys like Michael Jordan and LeBron James in their first games. Is it fair to say that you're on your way to becoming one of the next all-time greats?
Yeah, that's fair. I'm not trying to be all egotistical about it, but I'm not going to sit up here and lie about how good I am either. My talents are elite, and they're elite because I've got an elite work ethic. Not because my family played in the NBA or whatever else people want to say. I want to be the greatest player of all time. And if you ask me, which you just did, I'm on my way. Next question.
Right here.
MP.
Yes, ma'am, right up front.
Lina Becker, Sportbild monatlich. Wie fühlt es sich an, dein allererstes NBA-Spiel zu gewinnen mit Fans, die auf der ganzen Welt zuschauen?
Lena Becker, Sport Monthly. How does it feel to get your first win in an NBA game with fans watching all around the world?
Getting the win is huge. Hey, wherever fans of this team live, I want to make them happy because that's what it's all about. Gelling as a team, winning games, and giving the people who support you a reason to be proud. Danke, thank you. All right, we got time for one more. You, sir, in the back.
Damian Patterson, City Free Press. What does it mean to you to be a third-generation NBA player, following in the footsteps of your father Prince and grandfather Chuck?
So how many games y'all win that year?
27.
Oh. And how many games did the Lakers win?
50.
Huh?
50?
Yeah, I know. That's crazy, Pop.
You done?
Yeah, I'm done.
Really, you can laugh all you want, as long as you take that lesson to heart.
Don't take anything for granted in this league.
And don't feel like you can coast just because you have natural ability.
Pop, you act like I'm not a hard worker.
You got a stronger work ethic than I ever did. But if you want to be the GOAT, you got to work harder than everybody in the league, son. I'm talking past, present, and future.
That's facts.
And as your father, it's my job to remind you of that, especially when the whole world is kissing up to you.
Never take your foot off the gas.
Ever. Can't afford to when you're chasing ghosts.
Béatrice Corbet, la compétition. Votre maillot est le maillot le plus vendu en France en ce moment. Avez-vous un message pour vos fans français?
Beatrice Corbet, the competition. Your jersey is the #1 selling jersey in France at the moment. Do you have any message for your French fans?
I went there to help promote my first shoe deal, and I fell in love with the country. I mean, there's so much beautiful history there, but it's also very modern and forward-thinking at the same time. I'd love to go back someday and spend some serious time there. Thank y'all. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you. Good to see you. Thank y'all.
One more.
MP got his foot on the gas. He ready to go.
He looked good. I watched that game as a fan. I was excited to see what he was doing. I'm excited for the next game.
You could see this coming. MP's always been a great shooter. Now he's putting it all together. Everybody's on notice.
The kind of game where you look at the stats and you think, was anybody guarding him? Then you realize you could put 5 guys on him and he still was going to make the shot.
No, he didn't set any NBA records. But MP did enough to justify all the hype going into his first NBA game. Boy, that stat line, that's on par with NBA greats.
Proud of you, MP. Hey, you should be. I'm about to do something special with the family name. No? Level it up.
You talk real big for somebody who just was crying as they dropped their Ninja Turtle in the toilet.
Pop, that was like 12 years ago. I'm a grown man now.
You can't even rent a car.
That's why I got you.
Uh-huh, and you're lucky that you do.
Hey, I appreciate it, Pop. You're here to keep me on track.
And you know what the goal is.
Greatness.
That's right. Oh, speaking of, you know who this guy is.
Yeah, what about him?
Just updated his all-time GOAT list. It says that you have a chance to make it to the top someday.
For real?
Mm-hmm. Take a look.
So with all this talk about MP being the best prospect since LeBron James and Victor Wembanyama being a generational talent, it got me thinking about my all-time GOAT list. Now, if you are new to the pod, you might not know that I have a passion for ranking the legends. I've spent a massive amount of time researching their careers, and I've placed them into 5 tiers of greatness. You can find that list on my website, by the way. Now, I love working on my GOAT list, but these guys are so legendary that they tend to stay in the same spot year after year, so I decided to add a new tier called the Got Next tier. This tier contains some of the younger guys in the league who aren't quite GOATs yet, but who, if they continue on their current trajectories, will almost certainly be in that discussion when their careers are over. Now, you may be wondering who's in the Got Next tier, so let's get to it. These are in order, by the way. Luka, Embiid, Tatum, Zion, Wembanyama, and of course, MP. Now, a lot of you might be like, I put MP behind Wembanyama, but they're basically tied, as I see it. And if MP distinguishes himself early on, I'll be happy to swap him with Vic. So, let me know. What do you think? Is there anyone who should be on the Got Next tier but isn't? Is there anyone who is there but shouldn't be? Hit me up on social. We'll talk about it.
These are the kind of people you want on your side if they're going to call you the GOAT someday.
Oh, come on, Pop. Media doesn't matter. It's all about winning games.
You're wrong. You need to understand how these people see you. I wish I would have played the game when I was your age.
Look, all due respect, Pop, I'm not like you. I'm not going to make the same mistakes you did.
I spent the best years of my career in losing situations because winning organizations didn't see me as someone who had their head screwed on tight.
Because you didn't, though.
Not at first, okay? But when I was with Dallas, they gave me a shot. Could have been sooner.
if I had played the game.
All right. Son, you're trying to do something that nobody's ever done before. And when you do it, believe me, you will do it. There's gonna be no question who the GOAT is.
All right, we've seen MP have some really impressive games scoring the ball lately. Now, how close do you think he is to going supernova, having one of those 70-point explosions a la Dame Lillard or Donovan Mitchell?
Oh, he's going to do it in his next game.
What makes you say that? Something you like about the matchup?
I don't even know who he's playing.
Okay, so then just blind faith.
Basically, I mean, those guys you mentioned, it wouldn't have mattered who was guarding them when they hit 70. They couldn't be stopped. MP's got that same ability. He just ain't done it yet.
So you're saying it's inevitable?
It's a lock. Write it down in stone, put it in a vault, lock the vault, and then throw away the key.
All right, you want to put some money on it?
See, you always bring the money into this. I'm talking about my pride. I'm putting my pride on the line, brother, and that's priceless.
Right, because pride is what makes the world go round.
Yes, it does.
Pride fills up your gas tank.
Pride, baby. I got pride. Y'all got pride? Get some pride.
That's a legendary first game. You feel me? Legendary.
What do I think of MP's first game? I mean, it was good. It was just one game.
Heck of a game, but it's not surprising if you've been watching MP these past few years.
Okay, did you see that? That one tiny little step on the help side is all Jokic needs to find the open man in the corner.
Dude's vision is ridiculous.
He's gonna take advantage of whatever we give him. Your job is to give him as little as possible.
He'll still make it look easy.
You need to win. I don't care how it looks.
I feel you.
Good. So we start with the fundamentals. Hands up at all times. Clog the passing lanes.
All right, I'm just going to say it. When it's all said and done, MP will be the GOAT. Unequivocally.
Unequivocally?
Unequivocally.
Well, first of all, did you just look that word up? Because I have never heard you use that word in my life.
I like to learn, so what?
Yeah, okay, fine, but you can't say that if the guy's career has just started.
I mean, yo, he's going to be awesome.
He's incredible, but he might average 50 points a game.
True.
But what if he gets hurt?
Oh, see, man, now you're just trying to jinx him. I see what you're doing.
I'm just saying longevity is part of this conversation.
I can agree with you there. Sure.
All right, to be the GOAT, you got to do it over a long period of time.
Facts.
I get that MP's your guy, and he's amazing, no doubt, but saying that he is a lock?
Unequivocally.
That's ridiculous.
No, it's unequivocal, man.
It's ridiculous.
No, it's unequivocal. Unequivocal. Go.
What does it mean?
It means without a doubt.
I gotten a chance to watch MP. It seems like he's doing all right. Gotta keep working, though. I think he's looking really good. It's hard coming into the NBA, but right now he's playing more like a vet than a rookie for sure.
MP going crazy right now, but it's just the beginning. Watch this.
He's still just scratching the surface of what he can do. I'm a fan of his, man. MP is for real.
What was going through your mind as you approached the triple-double, knowing you were about to notch the first one of your career?
I didn't want to let that distract me. My focus was on playing the game to the best of my ability and helping my team win. I've always wanted to be a triple-double guy, you know, someone like LeBron or Magic or Westbrook, but if I really want to be in the same category as those guys, I got to do it a lot more than once. So hopefully this is the first of many. But yeah, it's exciting to get this first one under my belt, for sure.
You're one of the quickest studies I've seen in a long time, man. It's impressive.
Man, I appreciate it. Honestly, you inspired me, bro. I mean, the way you came in the league and leveled up immediately.
Yeah, you gotta prove you belong, or it's on to the next guy, you know? You don't have forever to figure it out.
Sink or swim.
And that's any pro sport. No one takes it easy on you because you're a rookie.
I hear you. If anything, it's the opposite.
Pass to Powell, outside Hardaway.
I'm here with the MP, the man who just broke the most unbreakable record in sports. MP, 100 points. How did you do it?
I don't even know. I'm at a loss for words, to be honest with you.
Okay, well, you gotta try, okay? I can be patient.
I mean, you know, I guess I was just in the zone. And, hey, once I got to around 50, and my teammates saw how much time was left in the game, they started pushing me to shoot. Other than that, I really don't know what to tell you. I never had a game like this, not even in high school.
Man, how are you gonna celebrate?
Yeah, you know, me and my people are gonna definitely celebrate. You don't do something like this every day, so, you know, we're gonna do something special. That's for sure.
Well, whatever you decide to do, MP, it is so well earned. Congrats on one of the most incredible nights in the history of sports.
Thanks, Jamila. Appreciate you.
Appreciate you.
MP, what do you have to say after breaking the most unbreakable record in sports?
That's it.
That's it?
That's it.
He scored how many? That boy been a bucket, man. I know firsthand what it takes to score a lot of points on the court, and he's doing it. You got to give the kid credit. It's impressive.
That was the single greatest performance in the history of all professional sports. No question about it. Oh, we're going to be talking about that forever. Ever.
You see something like that, man, that just raises the bar higher and higher for the rest of us. I'm impressed.
MP's the GOAT. Nah, for real. He earned that.
Unbreakable record has been broken. Can you try to wrap your head around what you just achieved?
Yeah, it's gonna take some time. I might not ever fully wrap my head around it. I mean, Wilt Chamberlain's 100-point game has always been sort of mythical to me. I mean, I remember watching Kobe put up 81 and thinking, I don't know how he could play any better. That just made the Wilt game even more impressive to me. And now to sit here and have you ask me that question, and to know that I broke the record, it just doesn't seem real. But man, I'm gonna try to live in this moment and appreciate every minute of this experience. It's a once-in-a-lifetime accomplishment, and yeah, man, I wanna enjoy it.
What message do you think this win sends to the rest of the league about your ability to compete at the highest level?
We don't send messages. We win. If anybody wants to stop us, they're more than welcome to try. But we don't need to make any statements. Everyone knows what we're about. What?
Yeah.
I bet your grandpa was feeling himself that night, huh?
He was proud, but it's not like he thought he was better than Michael Jordan all of a sudden.
I mean, I hope so. Hey, I love you, Grandpa. I do. You know I love you, but let's be real. We're talking about MJ.
The next time they played, Coach Daly put truck on MJ to start the game. Jordan had about 15 points in the first 5 minutes.
Brutal.
Yeah. But, you know, that's what made him great, though, right? I mean, Truck could get the best out of Michael on any given night. But Michael was going to use that as fuel and get the best out of you 9 times out of 10.
99 times out of 100.
Yeah, at this level, anybody could have a great game, son.
But only the greatest get it done every night.
So you have been listening.
Of course. Kind of hard not to. I mean, you told the story like 500 times, Pop. Kind of hard to miss the point.
You're going to get old, too. I hope you remember that.
Nah, I'm not getting old.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Now look at my knees.
I'm not getting old. I'm going to be just like this forever.
Let's circle back on that one, kid.
Love you, Pop.
I love you, too.
Well, what do we have here? Looks like my boy MP is in the running to be MVP of the NBA in his rookie season. How you like them apples, Sam?
I like them just fine.
Only 2 rookies have won MVP, Wilt Chamberlain and Wes Unseld. You heard of them, right?
Why do you act like you're the only guy on MP Island? Everyone on Earth thought MP would be great.
Except you.
I always said he was great. He's just not my GOAT. Yet. And he's still not. You gotta win a lot of championships to get in that conversation.
And he's gonna get there.
Maybe, but you mentioned Wes Unseld winning MVP as a rookie. As great as he was, nobody calls him the GOAT.
Objection, Your Honor. Badge from the witness.
And anytime I bring up a valid point, you go into this weird courtroom
Overruled.
bit. That's
Sam
the one.
can't handle the truth.
You are doubling
Sam
down.
wants answers.
Tripling.
Speculation.
Overruled.
Jurisprudence.
have one question for you. Are you human?
I'm a basketball player to my core. Ever since I was a kid, this game has been my passion and my calling. I've always felt a deep connection to it. It's like when I step on the court, I feel like I'm part of something bigger than myself. It's almost religious. Basketball connects me to generations that came before me and generations that come after me. It's an incredibly special feeling. It makes me feel more alive than anything else in this world.
I never got to play against guys like Kobe or MJ, but in my generation, there's nobody better at flat-out scoring than MP. You feel blessed that you get to play against guys like that.
MP is a once-in-a-lifetime talent. You will never, ever see anybody else like him. We all just need to enjoy him.
We gotta talk about Luka. This is a guy who didn't necessarily have all the hype coming into the league that someone like MP had. Sure, he had unprecedented success in Europe, but there were plenty of people who questioned how that would translate to the NBA game. Ladies and gentlemen, I was not one of those people. I've always believed in this young man's talent, and since joining the league, he's put up LeBron James quality numbers. I mean, the guy averaged 27 and 6 in his rookie year, and he's only gotten better. He's a one-man offensive powerhouse who has a flair for the dramatic and a proven record in the clutch. Quite simply, he's a generational talent. And despite all that, MP has been better. He just has. These are two incredible players, but MP is the superior talent, and I feel confident that he'll continue to prove it as his career continues.
Incredible! Yeah, he has broken Wilt Chamberlain's historic mark from 1962. It stood for decades until now.
MP on this Steph Curry flow. He's a sniper. Splash.
MP one of the best shooters we ever seen. I'm sure he can break the record again next year.
MP is hands down one of the best shooters I've ever seen.
I've seen a lot of great shooters in my time as an owner. MP, one of the best, top 3. Give him a little bit of time, MP will be the best.
Congratulations on breaking the single-season three-point record. With the rise of the three-point shot in the modern NBA, do you feel like today's game is perfectly suited for a player like you?
Yeah. Today's game is perfect for a player like me. But I could say that of any era. And no matter what era you put me in, I'm gonna dominate. The three-point shot has become a big deal, and I've embraced it like nobody else. But if I was playing when my grandpa played, in the rough and tumble days, I'd still be out there knocking down shots and in bodies. It's not about the game being perfectly designed for me. It's about me being perfectly designed for the game.
Your grandpa was ready for anything. Didn't matter what he was up against. That man had ice water in his veins.
I still can't believe he's gone. Like, every day something will happen that'll make me want to call him, and, you know, and I remember.
I know. But you know you can still learn from him, still honor him. And when your number's called, you gotta be ready. It could be Game 7 of the NBA Finals instead of, Game 40 of the regular season, but you're only gonna have one shot to make the most of it, just like Grandpa only had one shot to even make an NBA roster. If you wanna honor his legacy, you make the most of those chances, whenever and wherever they come.
That's real, Pop.
Well, I know a few things.
You should. You old, man.
Not so old that I can't back you down in the paint and show you what's up.
Oh, you sure?
Yeah, I'm sure. You've been skipping leg day and it shows. Look at the little chicken legs.
No, hold on, Pop. I'm crushing leg day, man. It's
son,
your fault.
You better hit the weight room before you step to me.
You know what? I'm ready. We can hit it right now. You ready, old man?
All right, let's go.
All right, let's do it. You gonna spot me?
Trying to step your fashion game up or what, bro?
I mean, look, it's something I care about. I do. I just hadn't had time, bro, to get all into it. But listen, it's on my list. It's on my list.
It's not as hard as you think. You just got to go shopping. You go out there, you see something you like, you get excited about it, you cop it.
Okay, you're right. I get on it, bro. I get on it.
Yeah, if you need any help, anywhere to go, I got a lot of hookups, got a lot of exclusives. And one thing is a lot of vintage. Get a lot of vintage.
Nice. Okay, vintage, like old school.
Yeah, stuff you can't really replicate and you don't see a lot of.
Most people remember John Stockton for being one half of the greatest pick-and-roll duo of all time, and when it comes to assists, he's got pretty much every record that you can think of. He's got the most all-time with 15,806 times. That's almost 4,000 more than Jason Kidd, by the way. He's one of 3 people to get 1,000 assists in a season, and he's done it 7 times. The other 2 guys, they did it once. He averaged the most assists per game in a single season with 14.54 in the 89-90 season, and he has 6 of the 7 best seasons of all time according to assists per game. And now I'm going to sound like a game show host here, but that's not all, folks. He was a tenacious defender, making 5 all-defensive teams. He was a 10-time All-Star, an 11-time All-NBA selection, a 2-time NBA steals leader, and a member of the NBA's 50th and 75th anniversary teams. But you know what's really crazy? He only missed 22 games total in his 19-year career. John Stockton is a Hall of Famer, an Iron Man, and perhaps the best pick-and-roll guard of all time. And despite all that, MP is better. Take a moment. Let that sink in.
It's Game 4 of the NBA Finals. The Dallas Mavericks have simply been on a rampage, storming through the finals, and with a commanding 3-0 lead, they now have a chance to do what very few teams have even dreamed of. Can they sweep their way to the Larry O'Brien Trophy in a Game 4 against the Philadelphia 76ers? This is the NBA playoffs, and it's up next.
Thanks for joining our halftime broadcast here in Game 4, where it's been a strong start for the Dallas Mavericks.
They built a nice lead. I like their rhythm on offense. Kind of like us on the set. We're in the flow.
Big fella, that was well said. Looking at the series breakdown for the Mavericks. Up 3-0. They've been absolutely dominant in this finals series. Shaq, did you see it coming?
I sure did. I said it before, Ernie. They played with a passion all year long, and that's continued here in the finals.
Shaq, you never said they'd go up 3-0. But we knew they were tough. I thought it would be a little closer.
A little honesty from the Jet. Thanks for tuning in. Now we head back to Brian Anderson for the start of the third quarter.
And they've done it. The Dallas Mavericks have won the NBA championship. Era business, and now the championship is theirs.
To be on the road, to silence the crowd, winning a championship with all of it on the line, what an incredible performance. Hats off to this team.
An incredible moment. You can see it in their faces. Forever known as NBA champions. And you can bet back home the celebration has started. Time now to send it to Adam Silver, the commissioner of the NBA, for the trophy presentation. Time now for the trophy ceremony. NBA Commissioner Adam Silver, ready to present the Larry O'Brien Trophy to the champions.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Come on now. Come on now.
Thank y'all. Thank y'all. Wow. Wow. Kendra, we'll start with you.
Thank you. MP, congratulations on the championship.
Thanks, Kendra.
Can you talk about having your father join you for the press conference? Was that his idea or yours?
His, for sure.
There's no way I was gonna let him sit up here and take credit all by himself. You have any idea how many times I shagged balls for this kid at 2 a.m.?
That's true. But it's only because he felt guilty he didn't work nearly as hard when he was in the league.
What did I tell you about them false narratives? Come on now.
Nah, he knows I'm just playing. Oh, man. Look, to be serious, though, it was my idea. I wouldn't be here without my family. They're everything to me. And not just my dad, but my grandpa. Y'all know him as Truck. But to me, he's always just been grandpa. You know what I'm saying? And he was around so much that he honestly was like a second father to me. And, he was always supporting, always teaching. I just wish he was here to see this. Anyway, next question. Please, you, in the back.
有人说您是继已故科比布莱恩特之后，在中国最受欢迎的 NBA 运动员。您对这件事有什么感想？
There are some who say that you're the most popular NBA athlete in China since the late Kobe Bryant. How do you feel about that?
Wow. Listen, I'm not gonna get into who's the most popular, but anytime you're mentioned in the same breath as someone like Kobe, that's a huge honor, you know? He was my hero growing up.
Excuse me?
After my dad, calm down, Pop, okay? Obviously. Most kids, worship LeBron, and he is a GOAT for sure, but I always loved Kobe's game. Aesthetically, it was just beautiful basketball, And his approach to winning is something I try to emulate as much as I can. I've got a lot to accomplish before I reach that same level, but to be mentioned with him, that means everything to me. And if people in China love me like they loved Kobe, that's incredible. Because Chinese fans, they know ball. Shit. Thank you. I hope I said that right. Thank y'all. All right, on that note, good night. Thank y'all. Yo. Thank y'all.
MP's hitting him with the cheat code. It don't make no sense how good he is. Let's go.
This dude is finals MVP in his rookie year. Has that ever been done before? That's impressive.
MP is a beast. I feel like there's going to be more championships. They're coming. You heard it here.
That's what you expect from him at this point. He's just ridiculous.
MP, he's one of them dudes that don't know how to lose. Losing, it's not in his DNA.
When I came into the league, I didn't think nobody would break the 100-point record. I mean, the way offense has been flowing, you had an idea. You see D. Mitch had 71, but when MP came into the league, I thought, he could be the one to break it. And look what he did.
MP is as special as it gets. It's MP time.
Anytime you pass Michael Jordan in the record books, that's something pretty special. When MP's in the conversation, that's no surprise. How about putting the team on your back? More than Jordan? Come on now, that's elite.
Everyone's been expecting this since he was a teenager. He's got that dog in him, man. I'm not surprised.
MP was the best player on the best team. No debating. He's the top dog right now. This is what everybody said MP could do before he even stepped on the court. This is impressive. He's living up to all the hype.
MP an extraterrestrial, man. He pulled up in a UFO.
I'm not surprised at all. MP works like someone's trying to take it all away from him. That, plus natural ability, he's got what it takes. This kid's going to be special.
This might sound crazy, but MP has had the greatest rookie season in the history of professional basketball. And I'm not even exaggerating. He's well on his way, dare I say, to being on the NBA's Mount Rushmore one day. He's that good, folks. He's that good. And it's not even up for debate. He's that good.
It's the thing we're all chasing, and he got it. Good for him. But next year, we're all coming for him, so be ready.
Now that MP's won Rookie of the Year, MVP, a championship, Finals MVP, and in your own words, has the most impressive start to a career in NBA history, what's next for the new undisputed GOAT, Sam?
Well, first of all, he is not undisputed as GOAT. I feel like a broken record at this point, but he's got to do it all over again, at least a few times.
So you're saying he'll bust?
That's not what I'm saying.
Then what are you saying?
that if he wants to be considered the greatest of all time, he's got to win a lot of championships, and he's got to be the most important player on his team when he does it.
So you think he won't?
I didn't say that.
All right. What chance do you give him becoming the GOAT?
I don't know, 30%?
That's it?
That's a high number, man. Look at Brandon Roy, Yao Ming, Tracy McGrady. All of these guys had great starts to their career, but they were derailed by injury.
Ooh, don't you ever mention them in the same sentence again, okay? Look, you just itching for something to happen to MP. And quite frankly, man, it's disgusting.
No. I hope he makes it, Sean. I really do. I'm just a cautious guy.
Yeah, explains why you eat so much salad.
That is called being healthy, and I like salad.